From about Roberto Garcia.
Shout out to Dustin. Give Dustin a round of applause, guys. He waited until the brown guy was coming up to start begging for money. Oh, Dusty. Now, what Dustin, like Dustin said, my name is Roberto Garcia. One thing you might not notice just by looking at me, I'm a minority. I'm a stay-at-home dad. That's a dad joke. Lately I've been telling people my preferred pronouns are trophy husband. I also been mentioning I'm in youth management. Some people might call me unemployed. I call those people a-holes. At the beginning of quarantine though, I figured out right away that my lifestyle is considered unessential. So it wasn't too hard transitioning into quarantine. I just had to stop doing comedy, and that wasn't so bad, it's kind of easy, because comics aren't your friends. Comics are horrible people. Everybody you guys have seen that, they're horrible people. And I figured that out the first time I wore a mask to the store. How come nobody told me my breath smelled like tonsil stones and bong water? That wasn't very cool, guys. How's everybody doing? Everybody doing okay? You guys checking in on your friends? You gotta check in on your friends, man. I got a buddy who went super religious at the beginning of COVID, or quarantine. COVID is the end of times, you know? And I'm not a super religious guy, and every time I talk to him, it turned into like a 30-minute sermon. So I kind of stopped answering his phone calls, and his text messages, and his direct messages. I guess you could say I Holy Ghosted him. Holy Ghosted him. Everybody married out here? Married people? Woo. Is anybody a little thinner when they got married? Let's be honest. My brother was super skinny when he got married. And now he's almost as big as me. And you know what I think? I think that's selfless of him. You know, giving his wife the chance to stay loyal and make love to so many different types of guys throughout the years. That's real selfless. How about anybody in any mixed relationships, any biracial marriages? Woo. Terry, you don't say anything right now, Terry. I'm in a biracial marriage. I married a white woman. That's why I live in Zionsville. Yeah, I'm the first brown guy in their family, you know. And they're trying. My grandmother-in-law, she's a little old-fashioned, type of lady who might say, it's a little dark in here to describe the demographic of an environment. And most recently, she got me a tortilla blanket for Father's Day. That was cool of her. You know, it doesn't cover my big brown butt, but I've been rolling up biracial burritos all day long while I'm hanging out with my kids. My mother-in-law, she's a great mother-in-law. I really lucked out with her. And I got a not so average son-in-law shirt from her. It's got the chips and dip on it. You know, and I'm thinking to myself, if they're so woke about their presents, how come my wife doesn't have an I'm a tamale shirt? Because she's the one getting stuffed by a Mexican. I said it. You know, I was at an open mic not too long ago. Another brown dude said he was dating a white lady. She's a vet. She got a lot of money. And they got 7 birds. And when she gets upset, she sniffs these birds, like grabs them up by the handful, sniffs them. And I'm thinking to myself, hey buddy, if she's not sniffing the little brown bird in your pants, that's our money. You know, we earn that. Jeez Louise, we're gonna ruin that joke, huh? No, mask mandates are good. Me and the wife recently went to one of the hipster breweries down there in the Broad Ripple, caught a little bit of buzz, accidentally went into the women's bathroom. It just had a W on the door. I thought it stood for wieners. I know. They're not as hip as I thought they were. And I know what you're thinking. Roberto, what does the M stand for? I don't know. It's 2022, guys. Maybe medieval times. Women can pee on their shoes at the urinals like the rest of us wieners. Oh, boy. You know, speaking of being woke AF, I just watched White Chicks for the first time in forever. When's the last time you guys watched that movie? You think they can do that now? You think get some brothers, and by brothers, I mean Wayne's brothers, of course, and do like a back thing? What about back then, you know? What do you think when racism was directly promoted in front of our face? Do you think they could do like a Black Chicks? You know what I mean? Like 2 famous white guys, like Will Ferrell, John C. Reilly. And because it's about black women, it's got to be a little more derogatory. It can't just be black chicks. It's got to be like black bees or black hoes. Or, you know, black chicks. Black chicks will go. You know what I mean? You know, Will Ferrell, John C. Reilly. Did we just become sisters? Yup. Coming summer 2005. Will Ferrell, John C. Reilly, black tricks. Okay. You can hear John C. Reilly saying it too. Oh my goodness. How's everybody's quarantine going? A lot of things to worry about during quarantine. A lot of people talking about gaining weight, talking about the quarantine 15. I've been telling people I gained a quarantine. And I figured out I'll never be thin now. I figured that out when I wanted everybody to get the vaccine so that the food samples at the store would come back. You know, like the pre-lunch, some before dinner, you know. But I got my super bag. Before COVID hit, I'd lost a little bit of weight and moved down to medically morbidly obese. But after COVID, I gained the weight back, and I'm back to medically super morbidly obese. Give it to me. Try 2022, baby. You know, but I never had a complaint. I never shared an evening in the Coho library with a lady. And, you know, when she gets done, she looks up at me and says, you know, that was nice. But you know what's been the cherry on top? As if you weren't such a fat piece of shit. I never had that happen. But I just really feel bad for my wife, though, because, you know, she's the one banging a big boy. And it's not like cute fat, like Bert Kreischer or somebody putting on some weight for a movie role. It's like career fat. You know what I mean? It's like Ron Jeremy now. You know, it's like Velcro shoes fat, okay? And it's disgusting. She's disgusting to me. Oh, man. You know, I feel like I'm officially fat now, though, you know? I feel like I'm officially fat because I'm getting text messages from fast food places. You know, you might go to a concert, sign up for something for free, start getting text messages from, like, truths about how Julian's just as bad as smoking cigarettes. You know, maybe you're getting text messages from a local radio station about local events in your area. I feel like I'm officially fat now, though, because I'm getting text messages from Sonic at 3 a.m. that just say, you up? Oh, boy. Stay-at-home parents, what do we got going on? We got cartoons on the TV, we're scrolling on devices, trying to read news, trying not to get stupider by the minute from watching people hurt themselves on videos. You know, and some news can be hard-hitting, some news can be groundbreaking, other news can hit close to home. You guys are an intimate crowd, I like to say. It's like being an open book as a medium. I think I have small balls. Now here's the deal, okay? I've been reading a lot of science reports lately, and I got two jobs, all right? Dealing with kids and looking hot. And most recently, science reports conclude that good dads generally have small balls. Now, I don't have a reference for this. I'd like to think I'm a good dad, and that could be a tough pill to swallow. Unlike these balls. Oh boy. I'm gonna leave you guys with a little bit of discrimination I encountered not too long ago. You know, stay-at-home parents are. Is that 2 minutes left? Okay, whatever. You know, stay-at-home parents are mostly women, go figure. So I got some homegirls. We take our kids places. And most recently for an anniversary, I wanted to make something from scratch, make something with my bare hands for my wife. And I decided I wanted to make her a dress. So I go to the store, me and my homegirl, we take our kids to the Hobby Lobby. And I go get the fabric and the thread. And we go up to the register. And I give the cashier the fabric and the hot pink thread. And she looks me dead in the eyes and says, Mom's doing some sewing? Now I'm shook. This lady doesn't think I can sew? So I take a breath and respond. First off, this isn't my wife. My wife's at work making me money. And secondly, Erin, E-R-Y-N, if you're gonna have a uniquely spelled unisex name, you better damn well have an open mind too, you little bitch. Hey, my name's Roberto Garcia. You guys have a good night. Give it up for Justin one more time, guys.